Hey YouTube, today we're just going to do a quick video on what I consider some ultra rare micro RC that's been out there for quite some time. Again, cheesy camera, cheesy lighting, I apologize. This is a Nikko Iracer. This thing is so tiny, and they're actually fully proportional in steering and fully proportional in throttle, but they're infrared, and that's the only drawback. So what you have to do is, I've put pretty decent lighting on here, so I'm going to try to get a little shot of this little bugger running. I'm going to try to creep it along a little bit and do some steering with it, maneuvers. Hopefully the camera will catch it. So you can go real, it's pretty fast. If you want it to be fast, it's fast. It'll scoot. I mean, it'll scoot pretty good if I can get it lined up. Yep, like that. So anyway, so this is a Nikko Iracer. These came out, I'm not even sure, early 2000s. They're actually a lot of fun. And like I said, you can creep them around, but you can see they skid steer. So it's two-wheel drive. Each rear tire gets its own separate motor, and the front wheels don't even turn. So what you do is you have proportional forward and reverse, and you have proportional steering, so I can go wide or tight. And so that's for the Nikko Iracer. I'm going to put that away real quick. I don't want these videos to be too long. I happen to have 7 models. I have, boy, you probably can't see them in there, Peugeot 206, Mitsubishi Lancer, the ultra rare Keyence racing team. This is like one of the most rare ones on the planet as far as I know. A C2, Citroen, Mercedes-Benz, and then another, what have I got there? Another Subaru WRX, both silver rims. So that's it for those little cars there. But you may not also have never heard of HPI-RS32, 32nd scale RC cars. These are really nice. I got the full ball bearings. You can see that thing will probably spin forever if I let it. Differentials. I got upgraded tires. Put some alloy on it, and I charged it up so I could get it to run for this video. Let's back this up just a little bit, if I can't get a better angle here, and get this thing running for you real quick. And, there she goes. But no, these are buttery smooth. These again are very, very proportional steering. You can't even hear it. It's just super silky smooth, super smooth. And once you get them going, they're pretty quick as well. These are the HPI-RS32s. They probably made it for about 1 year, and you only had one body choice. This is actually a slot car body I got from a SCX or a Scalextric model, and I have my second one. I have 2 of them identical, or chassis set up with oil shocks in the rear. So I have oil shocks, bearings, aluminum steering knuckles. But for demonstration purposes, I figure I would just get one of them going for now, and you can see how real nice. And that thing just runs just beautifully on a track. You could run these with mini Zs basically. They're not quite as fast as a mini Z, but they're 1/32nd scale, and I'm running it on a very tight table right here. And again, full proportional steering. So it's got regular servo up front, so you can get a little servo action there for you. Very nice servo steering, very proportional, and those run really good too. So that's the HPI-RS32. They don't make those anymore either. This is the coolest thing right here. Epoch indoor racers. What you're looking at here are 6 chassis sets, 6 body sets, and I loved them so much I decided to take 3 of them and convert them to LiPo. So there's the chassis with the suspension. You can adjust the suspension as much as you like. You can get different springs, different tires. You can set the ride height. So what I'll do is I'll plug this bugger in right here. I'll get it all plugged in. Throw a body on it, which I like my Subaru. I'll run that real quick, and I'll try to make 2 videos. One quick one showing, these are no longer being sold. These haven't been sold for a very, very, very long time. So this is the Epoch indoor racer, and I set it up with a Keyence transmitter, which is a nicer transmitter than they come with. But again, these are really precise. These are a lot of fun to drive. They have differentials. They help put the intent, but they're AM. They're not 2.4, so they run good. They're very, very smooth. Again, the servo is extremely accurate on the front. They sound like Nachi, but it's basically you're just hearing the. There you go. You can just go real slow and creep them up to speed. And again, these are very fun cars to play with. These are a great amount of fun. These are the same size as the D Nano from Keyence. And sometimes, I'll be honest, sometimes I think I like running these a little better. They have more suspension travel, more adjustability, and no ball bearings. but they do have a lot more suspension travel, so you can set up a fun track if you want to run some rally races or whatever. That's a lot of fun. So while I'm talking, I'm going to show you something else that probably you've never heard of in your life. Metl-Tech racers. These were, I don't know, they only sold these through, I'll be honest with you, I found these online in 2004, I believe, and I bought all 3 sets that I could get my hands on. These are 1/64 scale, fully proportional. Check this out. It's got a handheld remote. There's your throttle up, throttle down, and there's your, your channel selector, so you can run more than one car. This is the size of a slot car. What this is it comes with a BMW die-cast body. Too heavy. I didn't like it. And here's the chassis that it runs with, right here. Hopefully I can get that in focus for you guys. I know I'm terrible with my stuff, but has a worm gear drive, servo front steering, fully proportional steering, of course. That's the antenna along the bottom. I don't know why they did that, but it works pretty neat. It runs on a really odd frequency. But anyway, what I did was I took a slot car body, and this is the charging base for it. Again, you can see how small it is. It's an actual HO size slot car, and I modified it to put a body mount on here so I could take it off and use a nice lightweight plastic body. And these things are pretty quick. I don't have a charge on this one right now, or else I would be running this one for you. But just for show and tell purposes, there you go. It charges on the base. It clicks. Oops, sorry guys, not good at this yet. I'm going to get better when I get better equipment. And then it comes in a box like that. It comes with the charger, comes with this little transmitter with no antenna, but it is fully proportional, and this is your steering. So it's kind of weird. You rock it back and forth, and it sits right in there, and you put it away. So I've got like 3 of these kits here. Only one of them is modified with the Corvette body, but you can see that these were licensed. They only came out with the BMW, but these were licensed for, well, you see Corvette, which they never made, Chevrolet and Ford, so they're officially licensed products through those manufacturers, so they're pretty cool. And like I said, I stocked up when those came out, so I like those a lot too. Okay, next, something else pretty rare, Digi-Q. You're looking at 1/43 scale, infrared. You get some stuff put aside here. Here's the transmitter for it. So this is a 1/43 scale F1, but it steers and drives very similar to the Iracer, which means each rear tire has its own motor, and it skid steers. The front is just hard plastic tires, so that's how it just rotates and turns, right? These are similar, but what it does, it uses caster. Basically, it is a steering linkage up front, but what it does is like a grocery cart, if you will. Both back wheels are separately powered. If I can get this thing to work, I'll be happy. These are very old NiCads that they put in there, and I'm hoping this thing works because it's also proportional, and it sounds like it's going to work. So let's try to get a good shot of this thing running slowly. So it's fully proportional. It steers just fine. But what you're doing is you're seeing the steering action happen, but what you're doing, I'm actually only using the rear tires. The front is just going along for the ride, and my table's not the cleanest. But you can go gradual turns. It's very proportional. It just depends on how much power each wheel gets. It's all based on, see, I'm switching it back and forth by doing the steering wheel. And the front end just goes for the ride. So it's kind of a neat concept that they did. And what's really cool, if I can get this on camera, is the transmitter, where it shows a screen on there with variable settings. You can actually see the meter move. And if you go through your programming, there's like a whole programming chart here. You can actually change your speed, your acceleration, your braking, and your steering bias. So it's a really interesting toy they came out with years and years ago, and I bought 2 of these as well. You can run up to 4 models at one time, and again, it's a lot of fun if you have enough room to run it. It's a really detailed little car. I mean, they're pretty well detailed. And like I said, it's got old NiCads in there, so I'll probably change these out one day to maybe make this lithium polymer. Oops, that was cute. Make that lithium as well. So the next video, I want to show you even better stuff. My collection of Mini Zs, motorcycle Mini Zs, D-Nanos, and the regular Mini Z car racers. And I'm going to pull out and show you the collection of those real quick after I get done shooting this video. But that's it for kind of like ultra rare. Oh wait, can't forget my pride and joy, the Keyence Desk Runner 2000. Ultra rare. I wish I had it charged up to show you. This thing works, has operating turn signals, headlights, proportional steering. You can drive it all over the place. This one I'm going to get on video one day and drive it around on my desk. I got to get it charged up. I converted it to lithium polymer as well because the NiCads went bad. This is very old as well. Probably, like I said, from like 2002. So these are some of the micro toys that I've got, these ultra micros we'll call it. So I'll just set that aside. And I'm going to call this quits for now, and I'm going to bring out the Mini Z's next. Thanks.